It's early morning, February 26th here in the U.S., and we're about 2 months through 2021 now, which is probably a wake-up call to most of us. A couple of things I wanted to let you know, and then I wanted to share a success with you. First, Dan's YouTube channel is back up. It was taken down due to some posts that hackers made on it. Dan gave you a message on that if you've been on his YouTube channel. But thanks for those that did actually post things, let your feelings be known about Dan and his YouTube channel. And I'm glad to see that he's back up. And so that resource is there for you. Two, I did this in an email, but not all of you get my emails. I don't know why that is. Go ahead and go over to brucewhipple.com, grab any free report, and then you will be on the list, and you'll get the, hopefully, gems that I put out there 2 or 3 times a week. So that would be helpful for you, I think. Just brucewhipple.com and grab any free report, and you'll be on that list. Okay, so I'm going to read something that I actually sent in an email, but since not everyone gets that email, I wanted to tell you about it. I'm going to read, so pardon my eyes coming down off the camera here, but I received this email from Ashton this week, and for a 20-year-old kid, there's an awful lot of gems in this. But what he wrote was, "Hi Bruce, quick update. 11 months since your boot camp. First acquisition done, and second deal under advanced due diligence. Second deal is a technology vertical with an EBITDA of 900,000 pounds, rising to 1.4 million next year in contracts already agreed to. We're looking at around 6 million pounds to close, taking us from 0 to $1.5 million EBITDA in just over a year. The DSCR is 2.54. That's debt service coverage ratio. 2.54 is a really strong coverage ratio. It means you have enough cash flow to cover the debt service 2.54 times, if you don't know what that is. 24-year-old with no prior experience or money. As you said, keep pushing, and I'll update you once we've closed." He's talking about the second deal there. I then asked him what basically were the terms of that. And he said, long story short, originally was planned and agreed to be financed with 80% commercial debt and 20% seller equity. No personal guarantee was needed after going back and forth many times. That's a key. They're going to ask for that often, but you can push back on that. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not successfully. However, I was lucky where my chair would have signed if needed. That is something that's very rare. You are not bringing them on for their financial resources. You're bringing them on for their wisdom, their knowledge, and to help to guide your venture. So that's very rare. But an indication of what his chairman thought about the deal, certainly. Anyway, the bank pulled out late into the deal. We informed the seller we had to walk away unless he accepted 100% seller financing over a 7-year spread, which he accepted. So, as my grandfather said, where there's a will, there's a way, and that certainly is the case. Few lessons in here. 1, he followed the steps. 2, he pivoted from his first deal into something that had more opportunity in it as he perceived it. He obviously had a good team. He had a good relationship with his chairman, and he kept pushing. Originally, when he ended up getting the deep dive boot camp back in, I think it was March, might have been February of 2020, one of his goals at the very end, where he put affirmations in there, was to do 5 deals within a year. So he's not on that pace, but he kept that goal in front of him, and he's gotten his first deal done. So I'd encourage you to do that. If you're curious about the course that he ended up getting and following, those recordings are still available, and that's just brucewhipple.com/deep dive bootcamp. You can go to my website and get that as well. But it's great to see these successes, and also, as Dan Pena set this up back in 1993, this program was put together by Dan for those that didn't have the financial resources and wanted to and did find a way to do a deal anyway. So this is just an example of that. I've gotten several of these actually this week. And as my grandfather said once more, where there's a will, there's a way.